Okay, day 2 of the restoration. I've got the side all tore off. It's sort of stacked and it's a tongue and groove arrangement. And well, I've got the old pieces set back on there right now. This is the old skin, and it's, as you can see, kind of split and cracked. And okay, day 2 of the restoration. I've got the side all tore off. It's sort of stacked. To get to that bottom piece, I had to take the whole side, but the skin off the side is all cracked and bad, so I'm gonna replace the whole thing. But I taped together the pieces here, so I have one solid piece to make patterns. I bought, well, they call it 1/4 inch. It measures 3/16 oak plywood from Home Depot, and I bought poplar boards. There's poplar. That was the fastest $100 I ever spent. 2 poplar boards and sheet oak plywood. But anyway, I got the oak plywood because it's strong and it bends well, and of course that skin all has to be bent. And this groove that it sits in, right here, there's a groove that panel sits in, and that measures 3/16. So I was, in this case, glad 1/4 inch isn't really 1/4 inch, because it'll just sit in that groove at 3/16. And I'm gonna replace the floorboards and the seat with the poplar and oak skin for the sides. And when I have a little progress here, I'll be back again. Well, it was interesting getting that back into place, I'll tell you that. It's in there. I had to, I soaked that in a bathtub actually to get that bend. That was the second attempt. There's the first attempt over there, and it didn't work out. So anyway, it ended up bending it, but after a nice long soak in hot water, it was more pliable, and it's in there. There's supposed to be a seam between that one and the back one. I wasn't gonna do that, and then I decided, they did that for a reason. I think I discovered the reason. I was looking for, there's a oak strip. Yeah, I'll find it and be right back. Okay, now anyway, this oak strip goes over the seam here, like so. And you can see the one on the other side, and that's where this let go here, was right at that seam. Looks like the front one over here will be okay. I'm glad I won't have to do that again. Here's the inside of it over there. I think I'm gonna leave this original. It looks in good shape. It's just the one in the back on this side will need replaced. Okay, I'll be back. Time to clean up the shop here a little bit, and then I'll be back at it. Okay. That was bad. That was tough. This side's back together. That's all been replaced with the oak down through there. And what was good I kept. I wanted to keep as much as the original as I could, but some was bad and couldn't be kept. But boy, bending and then keeping it bent and getting everything glued and clamped alone, that was a tough job, but worth it. It's good now. I got some glue to wipe off yet, but so that's done. I'll be back. Okay, new framing for the seats in. I'm making all this stuff out of poplar. I mostly chose poplar because it's strong and it's light and it's relatively rot resistant. So it was a good choice. I'll be back. Okay, YouTubers, here's day 3 of the Albany cutter restoration. All the bad wood's replaced. I did the whole seat. I made the seat so it lifts for blanket storage underneath. Replaced the bad wood underneath there and the whole floor here. The oak side panel over there, clear back. It was bad the whole length. So now you can see that whole thing was bad. And this side though, I did this one, and there's a seam there under this rail on both sides. There was a seam, and the front part of this one was good, so I left it. That was the only hard part of this whole project so far, was getting that piece right there to bend and get it cut just right. Boy, that was horrible. But the other one wasn't bad to do, and luckily I only had to do the one bad one. So anyway, all the wood's replaced. Now that the body's stabilized, I'll probably pull the body off the undercarriage for sanding and priming. That'll be the next thing, about 200 hours of sanding, but that's part of the territory. But all the wood's good now. It's all stabilized. It's really good and solid. I'll probably pull metal off, maybe sandblast it. But anyway, so that's where I'm at. There's your update, and next time you see it, it'll probably be sanded and primed. Thanks for watching the videos, guys, and I'll be back with you when there's more to show you. For now, I'm out of here. Oh, one thing I forgot to mention. On the back, right here, Brian, Beefcake, who I metal detect with, and if you've seen my metal detecting videos, you've seen Brian hunting with me. Brian's quite an artist. I was really impressed with some of the stuff I've seen of his. But anyway, he's going to do a Victorian lady for me on the back. We'll see how that comes out, and he says I can always paint over it. I doubt I'll want to do that, but anyway, that'll be kind of a cool touch to it. So anyway, okay, now I'm out of here.